SCP-9124 Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures.
Redacted.
No victims of SCP-9124 are to receive regular health checkups to mitigate any damage caused by it. All involved medical professionals have been put into contact with one another to better manage the condition. Medical literature is to be monitored for potential unknown victims. SCP-9124 is a shared condition wherein blood is able to pass between victims. It is known to afflict seven women, 4 of which have been identified conclusively. Despite the lack of physical connection between the victims, substance injected into one will appear in the bloodstream of the others sometime later, ranging from minutes to weeks, and the heartbeats of each victim can be faintly detected in the others. New victims can be conclusively identified by the presence of the DNA of known victims in their blood. The health effects of SCP-9124 are manageable. All victims have compatible blood types, so no immune response is present. However, victims have different reactions to various medications and allergens, reoccurring coordination on part of their doctors. Bloodborne infections suffered by one victim are consistently passed to the others. Mind-altering substances are also a significant issue. While all known victims have been instructed to refrain from ingesting the substance, one or more unknown victims consume alcohol and cannabis on a regular basis, causing unplanned intoxication in all victims. While no victims have an innate understanding of SCP-9124's nature, all have initiated the infiltration of their body by foreign materials, demonstrating subconscious awareness through the connection of their dreams, creative output, or delusions. None were aware of the corresponding exfiltration until they were informed of it. Foundation Case File Addendum SCP-9124 Connected Victim Psychological Disclosure Report. Internal Psychological Observation Patient Disclosure Transcript. Access Level
Redacted.
Associated Subject Victim 9124C. Compiled by
Redacted.
Dates 2025 March 11th. Overview. The following document details the psychological response of confirmed SCP-9124 victim subject C after being formally informed of the anomalous nature of her condition. Prior to disclosure, subject C had experienced symptoms associated with SCP-9124 for approximately 11 years without understanding their source. Symptoms included sudden unexplained intoxication, foreign allergic reactions, recurring dreams involving shared autonomy, auditory hallucination of secondary heartbeats, persistent sensation of someone else breathing during periods of stress. Subject C was informed of SCP-9124 under controlled physiatric supervision following positive DNA cross-confirmation with 3 previously identified victims. The disclosure section produced notable psychological effects consistent with previous observed subconscious awareness phenomenon. Partial transcript log. Begin log. Dr. Navro, before we continue, I need you to understand that what you are about to hear has been medically verified several times. Subject C. Okay. Doctor, your bloodstream does not belong solely to you. Subject C. What does that mean? Doctor. There are other individuals connected to you biologically, material introduced into their bloodstreams and bodies eventually appears in yours. That's impossible, said Subject C. And we thought so too, said Dr. Navarro. The DNA in your blood does not fully belong to you. 4 separate genetic profiles were identified. You've experienced symptoms before: intoxication episodes, unexplained allergic reactions. Subject C. The dreams. Dr. Navarro. Yes. The subject becomes visibly distressed by the information. I knew there was something inside me. Dr. Navarro is confused, asking, can you explain the statement? Subject C then goes, since I was little, sometimes I wake up feeling like my body wasn't finished, like someone else's organs were moving under my skin. I thought I was schizophrenic or something. Dr. Navarro, did the sensation change over time? Subject C replies, after college it got worse. Sometimes I smell cigarette smoke even when no one was there. Sometimes I get dizzy and feel drunk. I stopped drinking 2 years ago because I thought I had a brain problem. The subject begins to cry. They're real? Says the subject C. Yes, replies Dr. Navarro. Subject C asks, how many? Dr. Navarro says, we currently know of 7. The subject remains silent for approximately 34 seconds. The subject C asks, are they able to hear mine too? Dr. Navarro says, we believe so. The post-interview notes. Following disclosure, Subject C displayed immediate reduction in paranoia-related symptoms despite increased anxiety levels. Subject repeatedly expressed relief that the condition had an external explanation. Over the following weeks, Subject C began producing charcoal artwork depicting human circulating systems intertwined through shared veins, multiple women connected by arteries extending into darkness, parts suspended outside of the body, of branching vascular tissue. One drawing included 7 faceless figures sleeping in separate rooms while connected by a single circular structure beneath the floor. Subject stated she had been drawing similar imagery since adolescence, but previously avoided discussing it publicly. Addendum 9124 C2. 3 days after disclosure, Subject C requests the following question be relayed to all known victims. Do any of them feel homesick for places they've never been? Question remains unanswered due to ongoing inability to establish direct communication between all SCP-9124 victims simultaneously. Research notes. SCP-9124 victims consistently demonstrate subconscious recognition of foreign biological presence long before learning of it phenomenon itself. Disclosure does not appear to create awareness, only contextualize it. Of additional concern is the recurring emotional phenomenon reported by multiple victims, a sense of absence or incompleteness when isolated for extended periods. Whether this is a psychological suggestion or an undocumented property of SCP-9124 remains unknown.